to a contract on Tuesday. Wolford, who played 4 seasons for the Rams, started 3 games in 2022. He joins former Rams quarterback Baker Mayfield in Tampa after he also signed with the Bucs this offseason. Elsewhere, the Dolphins signed tight end Tyler Kroft to a 1-year deal, and the Panthers have agreed to terms to re-sign veteran tackle Cameron Irving. J.J. Watt told BBC Breakfast Tuesday that he took part in a pub crawl in Burnley as research after he recently became a minority investor in the Premier League-bound football club. And be sure to join hosts Rich Eisen and Colleen Wolfe along with analysts Maurice Jones-Drew and Emmanuel Sanders on NFL Network Thursday, May 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern for the 2023 NFL schedule release show presented by Verizon. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to 4hims.com/joy. That's FORHIMS.com/JOY.
Omaha Steaks Burger Perfection Flight, made from single cuts of real aged Omaha steaks, rewrites the book on burgers. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use promo code HOT at checkout for an extra $20 off your order, plus free shipping when you order the $79.99 Burger Perfection Flight. A fantastic array of pure ground steak on a bun burger greatness. For $20 off the Burger Perfection Flight, use promo code HOT at checkout at omahasteaks.com and discover your new burger obsession. Minimum order may be required.
We are the Imperial Valleys, AM 1230 KXO El Centro, California. It's Mother's Day, Wednesday, May 10th, 2023. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
It's Mother's Day in Mexico, and one of the joys of our bicultural society in the Imperial Valley is we get to celebrate twice as many holidays, right?
Twice, yeah.
So
happy Mother's Day.
Yes, and, celebrate today and celebrate Sunday. Well worth it.
I guess you could celebrate every one of the days, starting today and going all the way till Sunday.
Well, Mom deserves it.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't think you'll find anybody that would argue with you.
No, and my mother raised 8 kids and did a pretty good job with most of us. So.
What do you mean, a pretty good job?
Well, hey, there are some things we don't talk about.
That's true.
Okay. Anyway, hey, in the news, California is dealing with a carjacking crisis. Did you know the state leads the nation with the most reported stolen vehicles last year, totaling over 202,000? Yeah. That's the downside, right?
Yeah.
But on the plus side, typically the weather is great while you watch your car getting driven away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You have to do what you have to do, right?
Yeah, that's very, very true.
Yeah, okay. Gee, I wonder if the governor will mention that in the next time he pats himself on the back for what a great job he's doing.
Somehow, some way, doubtful.
I missed that one. I'm sorry. Okay. And let's see. How about some birthdays today?
Well, how about some birthdays today?
Okay. Have you ever heard of Henry Fambro?
No.
Henry is the lead singer of the Spinners. He's 85 today.
Oh, I did not know him.
Okay.
I wonder if that's his real name?
I don't think he had changed it.
He had to work hard.
Yeah.
He did.
The filmmaker Jim Abrams, he's the guy that brought you the movies The Naked Gun and Airplane.
Oh, I thought he's the one that brought us the Abrams tank.
Well, that too. Anyway, Jim Abrams is 79. Donovan Leitch, 77. Singer Donovan. Singer Graham Gouldman of 10cc, 77. Singer Dave Mason, 77. Actor Bruce Penhall is 65. Singer Bono of U2, 63. You know, his sunglasses cost about $4,000 a pair.
Yeah.
Actor Darrell M. Bell, 60. Actor Eric Palladino is 55. Actor Lenny Veneto is 54. Actor Dallas Roberts is 53. Actor Leslie Stephenson is 52. Actor Todd Lowe, 51. Actor Kenan Thompson, 45. Actor Lindsay Shaw, 34. Actor Lauren Potter is 33. So those are big shot birthdays, half of which I've never heard of.
I was just going to say,
KXO Radio Summer Reading Program for Kids. We have some great books, especially for kids, and we're going to give them away. These are books from the National Geographic Kids Collection, and they are great for young readers. Listen to KXO AM 1230 and be caller number 10 at 760-352-1230 when you hear... You can win a copy of the National Geographic Kids' Little Kids' First Big Book of Sports by James Buckley Jr. Listen and win on KXO AM 1230. We have happy birthday wishes going out today to Janina Gonzalez, Matt Schultz, Brianna Silva, Jaime Alvarez, Jay Abate, Kelsey Martinez, Rosa Marie Calle, Daniel Castaneda, J.W. Welch, Maria Rivera, Didi Laguna Rubio, Susie Figueroa, Desiree Perez, and Roy Wheeler. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Okay. Well, did you hear about this? I can honestly say I have never seen one of the Fast and Furious movies, but Finance Buzz has put out a job listing for a Fast and Furious claims adjuster. All you have to do is binge watch all of the Fast movies in exchange for $1,000. $1,000 just for watching the Fast and the Furious franchise? Remember, though, for that free $1,000, you'll probably lose a few IQ points.
I thought it was the Fast and Delirious.
I think that as well. I'm not a big movie fan. I mentioned that before. Old movies, some of them I enjoy, but I don't want a message in a movie. I don't think Fast and Furious sends a message. I just kind of want to be entertained. Escape for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's a long time.
Yes.
Sometimes a really long time.
Sometimes it seems like forever, doesn't it?
Yes. But you check out that movie, Fast and Delirious.
All of them, I think. Yeah, I think that's a franchise that will continue. Kind of like Police Academy.
Yes.
Yes. Police Academy 14 will be hitting a screen near you
soon.
Are you ready for news?
News, we've got some.
We do. We're going to jump in with a look at World and California news headlines to begin with, all brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. Lock, they are your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News special report. New York Congressman George Santos is under arrest on Long Island. Right now, he's going through the same process as other accused criminals, getting fingerprinted, having his mugshot taken. Prosecutors say the freshman Republican's been charged with fraud, stealing public funds, lying to Congress, and money laundering. CBS News legal analyst Jessica Levinson.
He's saying to contributors, I need your money, or he's asking somebody to say that. I need your money. Give to this 501c4, which is basically a PAC, and the PAC will help elect Santos. It's never going to be used for Santos's campaign. It's going to be used for Santos.
The case, she says, is likely rock solid.
It looks like they have the receipts. This is not We think, we hope, let's file this and see what happens. Here are the documents that allow us to prove our case.
Santos will be arraigned this afternoon. CBS News Special Report. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock.
Expiration of the Title 42 immigration policy tomorrow night, and border communities aren't ready for the expected surge of migrants seeking asylum, and that there aren't enough shelters to house them. Nina Douglas is an immigration advocate in the San Diego area, saying people at the border need supplies.
It's worrisome because it's still very chilly. Probably 10 people have begged me for a blanket.
Policy that allows the U.S. to turn back asylum seekers citing health concerns is due to expire at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, California time. New York. Chef Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Whether you own a local business or a global one, you know that these If you've moved in the last 3 years, check and update your mailing address, email address, and phone number. Learn more at keepmedicalcoverage.org. That's keepmedicalcoverage.org. Paid for by the California Department of Healthcare Services.
And it's page one of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. They have 3 locations in the Valley, at El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news for a Wednesday morning, a late night fire is being investigated as possible arson at about just before 11:45 p.m. on Monday. El Centro Fire Department responded to a report of a fire in a vacant apartment in the 700 block of State Street. The fire was quickly extinguished, but authorities deemed the origin of the blaze as suspicious because of a large amount of wood being found up against the residence. There are no suspects at this time. Well, there will be a health fair for seniors. El Centro Community Senior Power, along with the Catholic Charities and Bow Medical Clinic, will host a free health fair on Friday, May the 19th at the El Centro Community Center. There will be blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks, overall health checks, and booths with information about local resources available to seniors. The health fair is open to anyone over 60 years of age and will run from 9 a.m. until noon. Coming up to 7:43.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for El Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
Well, there's good news and bad news with the latest COVID-19 update. According to the Imperial County Department of Public Health, the number of active cases of the coronavirus has dropped to 137. That's a dip from 150 reported last week. That's the good news. The bad news, there has been one more death attributed to the disease. The number is now 979, an increase of 1 over the last week numbers. Busy month in Pioneers Museum. Several events happening in May at the museum. On Tuesday, May 16th, the Pioneers Book Club is reading and discussing Louis. Take a look at this, by Louis Fuerte, a 5-time Emmy award-winning cameraman. Fuerte will share stories of his adventure with Howell Hauser, California's favorite tour guide. Fuerte will appear at 6 p.m. to discuss more. Thursday, May 18th, it's a Thursday. Even that features historians and preservationists sharing more about the past, present, and future of the former military base north of Nyland that is now known as Slab City. The cost is $10, and proceeds will benefit the Digitization Fund and Slab City Historical Marker Fund. Friday night lecture will be May 26th. It will feature Bill Gay at the U.S. Midway Museum in San Diego. Gay will share more information about the San Diego Museum. That concludes this edition of Local News. Page 2 coming up.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers with 3 locations in the Valley. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Something new is happening in California's public schools.
They're called community schools. One of the foundations of community schools is shared decision making,
where parents and families, students and educators make decisions as one.
Community schools lift the voices of folks that have traditionally been underserved.
Many of our classes are designed around our own students' cultures, their background, their personal experiences.
We bring culturally relevant curriculum to the classroom based on what their specific needs are.
Improving student achievement and innovative classes like cybersecurity and gardening.
And we assist families with their needs.
Some schools have parent education programs, cooking and nutrition classes.
Everything from medical or dental services to immigration law services.
This is a one-stop shop that serves the needs of not just the students, but their families as well.
They're California's community schools, reimagining public education. Paid for by the California Teachers Association.
Page 2 of the Local News and weather, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. Check out the lunch specials daily and the dinner menu that features 16 different entrees.
Taking a look at the latest in local news, the 14th annual Dancing with the Stars Gala is set for this Friday night. The glittery event is sponsored by the Imperial Valley Regional Occupational Program Community Foundation and will be held at the Kashan Casino Resort in Winter Haven. The 2023 stars that will be competing are Rosie Alagranza, the executive director of the Hopeville Chamber of Commerce, Jeff Dale, past council member and mayor of the city of Imperial, Matthew Jamie or Jaime, clinical dietitian, El Centro Regional Medical Center, Mary Lara, a nail technician with Amelia's Hair Designs, Candace Luera Ortiz, HR director of El Centro Elementary School District, Luis Minor passed Ramrod of the Los Vigilantes. The dancers compete for the People's Choice Award, as well as competing along with a professional dancer to be the 2023 champion. The gala is a major fundraising event of the Imperial Valley Regional Occupational Program Community Foundation. Well, the Imperial County Classified School Employees of the Year, they were announced, the countywide competition for the year 2023. On the list are Edith Ayala of Heber Elementary School District, Karina Brabila, Frank Gonzalez, Mario Rosco, and Frank Martinez of the Southwest High School. In addition to being recognized as the 2023 Classified School Employees of the Year, each of the honorees have been nominated by ICOE to the California Department of Education to be considered for the statewide award program. San Diego State University, Imperial Valley, will host the second annual Building Bridges graduation ceremony in Mexicali. The Building Bridges ceremony is for the SDSU binational undergraduate and graduate students. The ceremony will be held at UABC on Friday, the 12th at 3 p.m. The Building Bridges ceremony is to give graduates an opportunity to celebrate with family members and loved ones who may not be able to travel to the U.S. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
K Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates sushi rolls, one for each of our 50 states, and come join them with their famous sake bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingon. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at K Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial, or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at KSushiBarandGrill.com.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a dry weather system will move through the area today, leading to much cooler temperatures this afternoon, along with breezy to locally windy conditions. Another warming trend sets in for late in the week. An increase in moisture late in the week will lead to a very slight chance of showers. 90 our high yesterday, 57 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 54 miles an hour at the Imperial County Airport. Today will be sunny with a high near 82. West winds 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Tonight clear with a low around 57. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Those winds will turn out of the west 15 miles an hour after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 89. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. 63 degrees downtown El Centro, 45% relative humidity. Wind out of the west at 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Local news, page 2, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial, specializing in sushi rolls, 50 different varieties. K Sushi Bar and Grill, just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at KokopahResort.com.
And it's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. NBA action. The 76ers rolled. They beat the Celtics 115-103. Philadelphia now leads that series 3-2. And the Denver Nuggets have a 3-2 advantage over the Phoenix Suns. Denver dumped the Suns 118-102. And Joel Embiid Well, he turned it on as he powered the Celtics to that big win. And Nuggets superstar Nikola Jokic was involved in another feisty sideline confrontation last night. Yeah, this time he was on the receiving end from Suns superstar Kevin Durant. Durant got the T for his shove.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Major League Baseball action yesterday. The Padres heated up a bit. The Padres, well, what can I say? They trimmed the Twins 6-1 with a big win. Michael Wacha picked up the win. He's now 3-1 on the year. Elsewhere, Guardians shut out the Tigers 2-0. Orioles beat the Rays 4-2. Rockies rolled over the Pirates 10-1. Reds nipped the Mets 7-6. Phillies pounded the Blue Jays 8-4. Yankees ripped the Athletics 10-5. Braves beat the Red Sox 9-3. White Sox won. They beat the Royals 4-2. Dodgers dumped the Brewers 6-2. Cardinals over the Cubs 6-4. Astros topped the Angels 3-1. Marlins 6, Diamondbacks 2. Mariners blanked the Rangers 5-0. And the Giants over the Nationals 4-1. Meanwhile, at the Padres Twins game, struggling Carlos Correa was booed by the hometown fans. And he says, well, yeah, I get it. I'm not producing. They have every right to boo. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Thank you for choosing Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. In today's highly competitive business climate, your company's image is important. The printed materials your company uses conveys a major part of that image. Our graphic designers have the talent and expertise to create a lasting impression for your business. Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers virtually any type of business solution to meet your needs, from business cards and stationery to computer forms, full-color brochures, and posters. Let our excellent service and attention to detail provide the best impression for you. Locally owned and operated, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Mixed on the big board right now. The Dow off 150 points, the S&P 500 down 3, the NASDAQ up 41 points. Gold down $5.40 an ounce, and oil off $1.67 a barrel. What's driving the big board? Well, American Express and Chevron both posted losses. That contributes to the Dow's drop. Meanwhile, annual inflation continued to slow, but steady deceleration in April. That, according to the latest Consumer Price Index released today. The CPI climbed by 4.9% for the 12 months ended in April, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That represents a slightly slower pace of increase than the 5% in March. It was below economist expectations for the number to remain unchanged. It's the 10th consecutive month that the headline CPI rate has slowed, and it's at its lowest rate since April of 2021. when this bout of painfully high inflation started to spike. Excluding food and energy costs, which tend to have more volatility, core CPI was unchanged at 5.5% for the 12 months ended in April. What else is going on? Well, the Fed says it would look silly if it declares victory over inflation right now. So we're going to have to wait and see what the Fed is going to do. We're going to have to wait and see what Congress is going to work out as to extending the federal debt ceiling. Coming up, we'll take a quick look at weather for you.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Heil in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 82. West wind 15 to 25 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Tonight clear, a low around 57. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour. Gusting as high as 30 miles an hour. Those winds turn out of the west 10 to 15 miles an hour after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 89. Northwest wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. We have 64 degrees, 44% relative humidity, wind gusts at 20 to 25 miles an hour. Your border wait, 2.5 hours downtown, 20 minutes Sentry, an hour pedestrian, 45 minutes at the Eastport, 20 minutes Sentry there, 40 minutes Ready Lane. Financial news and a brief look at the weather brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil in El Centro.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. A member of Congress arrested today on federal criminal charges. New York Republican George Santos, who admitted lying about his past, faces charges that include wire fraud and money laundering. Legal analyst Jessica Levinson.
These wire fraud charges basically make him worse than the infamous Nigerian prince. He's saying to contributors, I need your money. Give to this 501c4, which is basically a PAC. And the PAC will help elect Santos. But when they get money, it's going to be used for Santos. And that's where we get the banking fraud come in.
We heard this morning from E. Jean Carroll, the writer who accused former President Trump of rape. Yesterday, a federal jury found Trump liable of sexual abuse and defamation, ordering him to pay her $5 million. She was on CBS Mornings.
Before the verdict came in, there was a concept of the perfect victim. The perfect victim always screams, and the perfect victim always goes to the police, and the perfect victim always writes it in their diary. And yesterday, they said there's not such a thing as a perfect victim.
Trump denied the allegations and said he has no idea who Carroll is. His attorneys plan to appeal the verdict. CBS's Sarah Ewald-Weiss tells us new economic numbers out today tell the story of stubborn inflation.
Consumer prices were up 0.4% last month, an acceleration from 0.1% seen in March. Prices were up 4.9% from a year ago, a continual easing from the year-over-year increases seen last year. Food prices were unchanged in April, but housing costs continue to tick up, and energy costs went up slightly after decreasing in March.
The Biden administration will begin denying asylum to migrants who enter the country without first seeking protection in another country. And it plans to open more hubs to deal with migrants, with more expected now that pandemic restrictions under Title 42 are about to expire. CBS's Manuel Bojorquez with more from the border.
The crackdown in downtown El Paso has already begun. Law enforcement and city officials have been clearing out street encampments.
I can't go back to where I came from because they could kill my son.
Gregorio Felipe fled Guatemala with his 5-year-old son Isidro. He said he was being extorted and was told if he didn't pay the money, they would kill him and his son. He had to leave his 3 other kids and wife behind. Officials who are already struggling to house migrants in shelters are dealing with an influx of uncertainty.
And checking Wall Street, the Dow is down 96 points. The S&P and NASDAQ are higher. This is CBS News.
Find your next great hire with Indeed. Their hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
In business, everything your employees do impacts your brand, including what they wear. Cintas has high-performance workplace apparel for almost every job imaginable. From work shirts and pants, to polos and khakis, to Oxfords or T-shirts, these clothes move, breathe, and look great. Your team gets the styles they like, you convey the image you want. And Cintas service includes weekly laundry and delivery. To learn more, visit Cintas.com.
Oh, I'm ready!
And get ready for the workday.
Boot Barn honors a Western legacy built by those who persevere through resourceful determination. Ariat honors that same legacy by bringing innovative technology to classic pieces. Driven by a dedication to the craft, Ariat blends timeless Western artistry with advanced performance features for the modern cowboy and rodeo athlete. Out west, ingenuity is second to none. Ariat at Boot Barn.
More signs that the pandemic is in a new phase. CBS's Cammie McCormick.
The COVIDtest.gov website will shutter at the end of this month. More than 750 million tests have been shipped to more than 80 million households so far, and the requirement that insurance covers the cost of these tests will end tomorrow. It's also when the COVID-19 public health emergency ends. The White House says the nation is well prepared to manage COVID going forward.
Norfolk Southern says it plans to set up funds for East Palestine, Ohio residents whose homes have declined in value since the toxic train derailment there earlier this year. The CEO says in a letter that while the company has rung up charges of almost $400 million for the derailment, that amount does not include expected costs for funds that are tied to falling property values, long-term health care, or water treatment. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio.
I have no words for it. I'm kind of shocked right now, actually.
With Carroll Buckley.
Not that I like it, but I do.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230